You know, a couple years ago I turned this thing on and it randomly quit registering the full 640K and jumped to 240K, and I actually replaced the IC in it that's supposed to tell it that it's a 640K machine, and it had no luck, and this thing's been having random problems ever since, and I hadn't turned this thing on in a couple of years because it's not very useful as a 240K machine. And now the CRT doesn't come on. And I really don't want to tear into this thing this time. I found a backup utility and figured, oh hey, I could properly back this hard drive up before something happens to it, because it currently doesn't have any bed sectors on it. And hey, it's beeping normal. If this machine runs enough, I could just hook it up to my CGA monitor and see what we get. Not a good sign. Is the whole GPU out? Oh, what the fuck? God damn it! This was my fault too. I didn't have the correct colored cable plugged in here. I had green going into here and I had red going into here. I just grabbed the wrong one. Ah, that looks nice. That looks really nice. Pressure needs nudged over. Well, the one that does the snudging, oh wait, here it is. If I adjust this coil right here, it will only move slightly and get very angry. Stupid coil. Alright, so this one controls size. We can shrink the size a little. Nothing works in this fucking monitor! That is a beautiful sight. Oh, look at those scan lines. Look at the camera trying to correct it and turn it white, but it's not white. It's a beautiful shade of amber. Beautiful shade of amber. This keyboard sat for a while. It needs a little trick done. These Model F keyboards are great. When they sit for a while, they get weird. You have to turn them upside down and just rub all the keys repeatedly and they work. It's been a pretty 100% success rate trick. And it's the only thing I found that'll actually make these keyboards work after they sat for a couple of years. And you have to turn it upside down. If you do it upside right, it doesn't do anything. I don't know if I'm knocking dust off or what, but this is how I do it. You give me confidence, and then you take it away. What the fuck? Everything sucks. What the fuck is something broke on it? Ain't that a bitch? Fucking broke on both sides. I don't want to rip this thing apart. I just want to get the hard drive backed up. I don't want to spend all day working on this machine. I have other stuff to do. This is what made me get out of old school computing, because this is my favorite machine to use, and it thinks it's the wrong machine now. I've not been able to figure out how to fix this. I've put days and days of effort into it. I'm pretty sure I've teched every tantalum capacitor in this thing for a short. And like I said, I replaced the IC that's supposed to identify this thing as having 640K. I actually read through books to find out information on this machine. Books! I'm not getting a keyboard error. And this is not pleasant. And I don't have my floppy disk on me. I gotta find a way to wedge this thing like this. Please let this hard drive still be good. What the fuck? You better work. I saw you seek. Hey. Basic? But what the fuck's going on? Come on, do it. Do it. Why are you trying to read the floppy? You got perfect good hard drive right there. Does the keyboard at least work? It does. I don't have a version of DOS on 5 1/4 floppy disk that's new enough to support hard drives. Shit. Come on, machine. Does Control Delete work? Yes, it does. Boot, you fucking hard drive. Yeah, I don't know what the hell this is. Your last time machine. Come on, boot. Didn't even try to boot from the hard drive. Will you boot from floppy? How does a computer fall apart this much from sitting still and not being used? This thing's been on a shelf for years. It won't boot from floppy. Guess at least maybe it's not the hard drive. What is wrong with this motherboard? What is more wrong with this motherboard? Maybe capacitors are doing things other than shorting. What else really goes wrong other than capacitors? Definitely isn't the IC that addresses the memory, because I replaced that and did nothing. I actually made it a socketed thing. It was normally soldered into the board. Well, so I gotta go through some serious effort to back up this hard drive, but at least it looks like it's still possible. I'll keep my backup disk in here to remind me. Machine is literally falling apart.